Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday to you. It is Monday, July 31st. Kind of cool that it's the last day of the month on the first day of the week. Don't really know why that's cool, other than, we always make a big deal out of it when it's the last day or the first day of the month, on the first day of the week, on the first day of the year, and all of that stuff. But this is an interesting energy today because we are smack in the middle of the Lionsgate portal. Do you guys know what this is? Definitely go check out the clip that is on the Breakthrough Show Network's Facebook and Instagram pages from Katie Steinel, who was a guest on Spirit Sessions yesterday. She does a really amazing job at explaining what the Lionsgate is and why and what does it mean and what's the significance and all of that stuff in the astrological and energy world. So definitely go check out that clip. But I decided to wear my homemade piece here from Allie's jewelry. Allie was on the Breakthrough Show. What was it? I don't know. Gosh, it was a while ago now. Maybe a year and a half ago or so. And she is a jeweler, and she makes each piece intuitively. And the story of this peach is actually really funny because when she started out making it for me, it was going to be this, like, she's like, I'm picking up on your energy and there's like all kinds of stuff going on. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about like me, right? And so she's picking up on all these different things, and it was going to be this multicolored, multi-shaped stone piece. And then she was like, no, wait a minute, 1 second. And she found this really large healer quartz. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can do that, but that's what she decided on. And it felt really good, even though the energy of it felt a little daunting to wear. I don't typically wear things that are this large. But it was like something that I felt like it felt good, but I could grow into it at the same time. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go with it. And I loved it when I got it. And so there is a tag that hangs off the back of the necklace that says intentional, which what happened to be my word of the year when I had this piece made. And what's really interesting about Lionsgate Portal is that it gives us a chance to evolve and become a more empowered, stronger, better version of ourselves. And so I thought, what better time to wear my piece than today when we are in the middle of Lionsgate Portal. Lionsgate apparently runs somewhere between July 26th and August 12th, with the most potent date being August 8th, 8/8. So if you don't subscribe to it, that's fine. For those of you that do, I hope you are enjoying the energy. It's been an interesting one for me, and that's all I'll say about that. On today's show, we're going to be talking about joy in the waiting room. Now, we've talked about this a few times before on the show, but I really wanted to dig a little deeper on it today. What is the waiting room? You've prayed for what you want. You've asked for what you want. You think your life is supposed to change already, but it is not here yet, and you're frustrated, and you're feeling the waiting, the lack of patience, maybe even. And so today we're going to talk about how you can find your joy in that waiting room. And I'm sure that it's going to circle back around to what we've already talked about on the show so many times. I'll let you guys determine what that is. But at any rate, I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. You're watching Project Joy Live, your favorite weekday morning talk show, though we are just Mondays throughout the summer so that I can have some time, have some self time, have some family time, all that good stuff. So really glad to be with you here today as we talk about the joy together. I want to kick things off with our national days today. Also, I gotta hold on, I gotta mention something really quick because I meant to do it last Monday. It actually happened like the night before the last show, and I totally spaced about it. And that's that Twitter is changing to X, apparently. Elon Musk is changing the name of Twitter to X, and just curious your thoughts about it. Are you a Twitter person, not a Twitter person? Will you be staying there? Do you care at all? Does the changing to X matter to you? I often wonder about that. Those of us that are entrepreneurs, we're often changing things up in our business, right? And we're excited about it, right? We're proud, we're excited. And I often wonder, do other people even know? Do they even care that we're changing things up? In my mind, I'm kind of like, if I like something, I like something. Now, unless that change in branding completely goes against my personal morals, integrity, things like that, then it would be a different story. But typically, the little shifts don't really matter that much to me, which gives me kind of something to think about as I've been changing things up on my own personal website. If you go to jessicadugas.com right now, it says loading, we're changing things and all of that. I am excited about the changes. Will it really matter in the long run? I don't know. So I'm curious if the change in Twitter means anything to you, or not, because it's an interesting one for me. I feel like so many people base the Twitter experience on whether or not they like Elon Musk, which is an interesting take as well. But I suppose that's the case in a lot of personal brands. I just have never really seen it in a thing that wasn't a personal brand. But I will digress on that topic and talk to you about national days today. So number one, it is one of my favorite days. Well, not really one of my favorite days, one of my favorite things, and because it's National Avocado Day. Okay. I wasn't a big fan of avocados when I was growing up, but I do love some avocados now. It's a great source of healthy fats, especially for those on a plant-based diet. And I love avocados now. I like just mashed avocado with a little salt. I like avocado toast. I like guac. Who doesn't love some guac? Hello. Well, a lot of people don't. But I do love avocado. So I hope you are celebrating with an avocado today. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that avocado is actually a fruit. Yes, it's a superfruit. It's considered a superfruit. And this is funny. According to the Haas Avocado Board, as of 2015, avocado consumption in the United States doubled since 2005 and quadrupled since 2000. A whopping 4.25 billion avocados were sold in the United States in 2015, and I bet it's even more now. But there's lots of reasons to enjoy an avocado. Avocados target insulin resistance with heart healthy fats, as I mentioned. They also fight Alzheimer's with its omega-3 fatty acids. And another avocado superpower is preventing and repairing damage due to its source of vitamins C, E, and K. So really kind of cool. Lots of amazing things with the avocado. So let me know if you'll be enjoying an avocado today. In addition, what else do we have going on? It is, if you're not so much on the healthy side, you're like, Jessica, I'm not here for that. It is also National Raspberry Cake Day today. All right. It's feasted on every year on July 31st, and it is a cool and refreshing dessert and a summertime favorite in the United States. I'm not actually sure that I've ever had raspberry cake. I do love raspberries. I think I've had them in numerous things, but I've never like been somewhere and they said, "Oh, here's some delicious raspberry cake." I'm not sure if I've ever had that, but to give you a little bit of the health aspect, raspberries are a rich source of vitamin C and dietary fiber and manganese. Raspberries contain vitamin B1, vitamin B3, folic acid, magnesium, copper, and iron. And so I'm not sure if the nutritional content of the raspberries are able to counteract the other things that appear in cake that maybe aren't so great for us, but we'll give us a pass for today. How about that? Just because it's National Raspberry Cake Day. If you do have a raspberry cake recipe, please share it in the comments, because don't go Google it. I mean something that you make regularly. Please let me know. in the comments, or email me, Jessica at thebreakthroughshow.com, because I have to see about this. I don't know that I've ever had a raspberry cake. It's also National Mutt Day. And it encourages us to celebrate, embrace, save, and celebrate mixed breed dogs twice a year. Actually, this happens apparently on July 31st and December 2nd. And desperately longing for a new home, millions of loving and healthy mixed breed dogs in shelters wait for someone to come and adopt them. National Mutt Day provides an excellent opportunity to find the perfect canine companion. Despite the name, a mutt learns, obeys, and trains much like purebred animals. With their lineage, while their lineage cannot be traced back, their features are a bit murky. Their companionship will be faithful. So, apparently, according to ASPCA, approximately 3.3 million dogs enter shelters each year. So definitely go check out a shelter dog before a breeder. As an option, just because there are so many, and so many end up euthanized because there's just not enough homes for them. So definitely, if you're looking to get a dog today, go check out a shelter first and celebrate National Mutt Day. Finally, it is World Ranger Day today. It honors the dedication and crucial work rangers do every day around the globe. The day offers an opportunity to show support to rangers for the services they provide. Thank a ranger for their unwavering commitment, protecting our national parks, wildlife, and forested heritage. So definitely thank a ranger today. It's interesting because as many times as I've been to national parks and things like that, I'm not sure I've actually ever seen a ranger, other than maybe entering the one park we used to go to in Alabama. It was a state park. But I don't necessarily remember seeing any other rangers like walking around, fighting bears, putting out fires. Maybe I'm thinking of Smokey the Bear. I don't know. At any rate, we're going to take a quick break, you guys, and we're going to be back to talk about that joy in the waiting room. It's going to be a fun time. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. It is Monday, July 31st, 2023. We are on the front porch of on the front porch of August. I can't believe it. And I say this every time we get to the end of a month. I'm like, hello, where is the time gone? I continue to be oblivious to that answer and question every single month, but here we are. Today we're talking about joy in the waiting room, and I have something really funny to share with you today. from a previous guest of the Breakthrough Show, Dr. Audrian McKeon. She's incredible, by the way. If you guys have never seen her episodes on the Breakthrough Show, definitely go check that out. She is an author, she is an actress, she is a coach of sorts. She's into the energy work. She does so many things. Surprise, surprise! I have attracted the multifaceted, multi-passionate people in my life. But Dr. Audrey McKeon is hilarious. You should go check out her TikTok, Creative Flow Unleashed. Creative Flow Unleashed is what her TikTok is called. But she has one that goes along really well with our topic today, and I'm going to share it with you guys in just a few minutes. But we've talked often on this show about joy at different times, joy when things are really tough. And one of the things that your girl here is still working on is joy in the waiting room. When we're waiting for things, we have prayed, we have manifested, we have hoped for all of these different things, and we're like, it is my turn, damn it. Okay, it is my turn to get what I want. And maybe we're people that are constantly doing for other people. Maybe we're seeing everybody else win and we are just not winning right now. And that place in the waiting room used to come up often when I was doing more intuitive readings with people as well, because a lot of people struggle with that. How many of us, raise your hand if you struggle with patience, patience, or the ability to visualize when things are tough. I'm going to raise my hand because patience, I was not born a patient person. Okay. I struggle with that. And so it can be really tough for me at times to feel that level of joy that I want to be feeling when I'm like, why? And why am I still waiting? I've done everything I know how to do, and it's just not coming together for me at this time. Miss Brittany's here this morning, by the way. Good morning, Miss Brittany. It's good to see you. And Miss Danielle, like, hello. I struggle. I struggle with the patience. Okay. Um, and so I want to revert back to something that we talk about so often here on the show. Before I get to that, I want to read to you a comment from Ilsa, who left me a comment on the post for this episode on LinkedIn. Ilsa said, I've been in the waiting room for 2 years now. It's finally my turn. The waiting room is where you heal and recuperate from past traumas and lessons, taking time to go inward and heal for all generations, time for shadow work because looking inward is the most difficult part of the journey. You find the joy in what's to come. You find the joy in knowing what you have manifested and that it is busy happening and that the void you are feeling is just part of the journey. The waiting room is the most crucial part. You need to learn in the waiting room how you will react while waiting for the relief. Some people get agitated and angry in waiting rooms, which you guys are going to see that in the video coming up. You choose your mood to every reaction. Others make friends and enjoy the company. So thank you, first of all, Ilsa, for such a heartfelt response on my post. And I absolutely honor where you are and what you feel in the waiting room. And I want to share with you, kind of going back to basics really quickly of what we talk about on this show, that for all intents and purposes on this show, what we discuss is joy being you. It's who you are. It's what is within you. Because when we get back to that foundational truth, we spend less time trying to find joy outside of us and focus on the fact of it's always here. It's ever present within us. So with that, I think looking some of the things that Ilsa talks about of taking time to heal and recuperate, looking forward and the joy of what's to come. I think that I would use a little bit of different wording there and say that taking the time to heal and recuperate envisioning the future, healing from the past, and things like that, that those are ways for us to find peace in the moment, peace on the journey, peace in the waiting room, to find a light or a bit of happiness in the waiting room. Um, but I really want to go back and be like, the joy was always there. It wasn't something that we ever needed to look for outside of ourselves or to look forward to be able to see. I absolutely agree and validate the thought that every single thing that we choose to do in the waiting room, that healing, the reflection, the envisioning, all of that is a necessary part of the waiting room experience. But that joy continues to, in my mind, to be us, simply us and who we are. And we don't need to look outside of ourselves for that joy. I want to show you really quickly this video because it is epic. And although my kids say I'm not allowed to say epic anymore, is this true? Y'all let me know. And anyway, I gotta share this video with you guys. Are you ready for it? Here we go.
Universe, please, please. Oh, please, universe, please.
Universe here. How may I assist you?
Oh my gosh. Hi. Wow. Okay. So my sister has cancer, and my husband, he's got a collapsed lung, and we're broke. They're gonna repossess our car. So could you just stop sending us health crises and money problems, please?
Okay, so we've got cancer, collapsed lung, health crises, money problems, car repossession. Anything else you'd like?
Whoa. No, that is the opposite of what I want. I want no more of those things.
Okay, more of those things. Coming right up.
No. Oh, this is a disaster.
Ooh, disaster. That's one of my favorites. Are you thinking like a natural disaster or more of a personal catastrophe?
You know what? Okay, I think I understand what's going on here now. Cancel that entire order. Okay, forget all that. What I really want is just a little peace and some joy and some happiness in my life, okay?
Oh, those are some powerful vibes you're sending out. I'm getting anger, I'm getting frustration, I'm getting despair. All right, we can definitely send you more of that.
So absurd. I'm so mad at you. And then you hear it, and then it's just like... ridiculous.
Now there you go. That's a much more fun vibration, isn't it? Laughter. You found a little joy, didn't you? Yeah, we'll send you some more of that.
Thank you, universe. I needed that.
So I just loved seeing that video because I had planned on doing this topic. And I reached out to Dr. Adrienne McKeon last night and I said, thank you so much for doing that video because it's exactly what I'm talking about. The joy was there within her the whole time. Of course, we have all of these things outside of ourselves that we want. We want our kids to be okay. We want our husband to not have cancer. We want the world to be peaceful. We want all of these things outside of us. And it's absolutely okay for us to want those things. But as we are focused on those things, we have to understand that what we're focused on is something that's not there. So what we're focused on is the state of that it's in right now. And when we do that, that's what like the universe is like, oh, that's what you want. Okay. I'm glad you appreciate the humor in that video. And so it's like, okay, if we can if we can come back to that, knowing that we are the joy, find a little laughter, find a little piece of what already exists, then I feel like those other things will naturally fall into place. And I am not at all saying that this is an easy thing to do. It is a struggle for me on the daily. Okay. Because there's a harmony that has to happen between being in the present moment. You're not trying to sugarcoat things. You're not spiritually bypassing and say, oh, this stuff that's happening to me right now doesn't exist. But there has to be some sort of balance between that and also at the same time going, I am the joy though. And so it can happen simultaneously. I can be the joy and the world around me can be a shit show at the both same time. Okay. And so I feel like we get kind of on that on the party bus. There's a I have a TikTok, look for me on TikTok, JS Dugas, that is pinned at the top of my TikTok that talks about being on the party bus, and that's something that I'm continuing to strive to stay on that bus. Okay. Because it can be a challenge, like I said, when the world is I know your world is kind of falling apart around you, to remind yourself, I am the joy and I don't need to look for it outside of myself. Are the outside things nice? Absolutely. But you were joy and you were worthy and you were necessary on this planet without any of that outside stuff. You are enough, more than enough, just the way you are without anything added to you. You're not a recipe. You are the whole snack. Okay. We're going to take a quick, 17-second, maybe we'll do a minute break, and we'll be right back to finish up with birthdays. And let me know if you have a birthday you're celebrating this week as well.
Imagine a world where every child gets a great education. Educating all children is the only way to end poverty. This is what the Weiss Scholarship Foundation is working to accomplish. Our 6 staff members, our mentors and coordinators, who are on the ground in Kenya, are totally engaged in every aspect of our students' lives, so we can give them every opportunity for success. In just a few short years, we have already awarded 141 scholarships. We send children to high school who would have never gone without our support. And then we help them go on to either university or vocational school. We have already scaled our holistic business model to 4 locations and are ready to scale it to many more. Today it's Kenya, but tomorrow it's more countries. Please contribute what you can today. You can make a one-time donation, a recurring donation, or choose to sponsor a child all on your own for all 4 years of high school for just $3,500. Go to our website, www.weissscholarshipfoundation.org.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. Please support our friends over at the Weiss Scholarship Foundation. I can't wait to hang up I still have more work to do in my office area here. But I have my plaque from the Weiss Scholarship Foundation I want to hang up for you guys. So if you don't see it, like next episode, will you say something, be like, Jessica, fix your space, please, for the love of God. So that I can get that done. I want to quickly summarize for you what we talked about today with a little story. And something that I mentioned to you on last episode, that I have a brand new show coming out in October called New Englanders Are Not Assholes. Very excited about this show because I'm going to get to do a lot more local work, talking to more local people, and really discover and share the goodness that is the people of New England, with that sass, with that fire and ice that happens with us up here. But I want to share the story with you in sort of that spirit because it is a local story here. I live in New London, Connecticut, and one of our big beach here in New London is called Ocean Beach Park. And off of Ocean Beach is a little rock. They call it like Rock Island or something like that. And on this rock, they are fundraising for this artist to build a 30-foot sculpture. Okay. Now I've seen the rendering of this sculpture. I do not have it pulled up to show you guys today because I want you to it's a 30-foot, like golden colored sculpture of a person that's like, it looks like she's dancing, and she has the infinity symbol that, and I guess the infinity symbol is going to be made of a different material, and it's going to sort of glow or something like that. And the point of the sculpture is to talk about inclusion, diversity, infinite possibilities for our lives, blah blah blah. Now, listen to me when I tell you I love art. I love all the art. I am a very creative person for myself. I really appreciate the time and effort and thought process that goes behind pieces of art, but not I struggle with this sculpture because when for me the beauty of the ocean, the water, the sand, everything coming together is gorgeous in itself. Now, you could argue with me and be like, Jessica, people have built houses on the water, they have built lighthouses on the water, they have built all these things on the water and it impedes the view and you didn't complain about that. But I feel like I'm probably gonna be a little bit on maybe playing both sides of the fence here. I don't know, but I'm not a fan of hearing about this giant sculpture. While I appreciate what's behind it, I like the idea of being able to look out and appreciate the beauty of what we already have there. And I share this story because we're first of all, we're going to get half the people that are going to love this idea and the other half maybe like me that aren't that thrilled about it. But it's the point of we tend to always look outside of ourselves, outside of what we already have there for the joy, for the happiness, for the peace, for the view, for the point, when all the time it was just right here. And maybe we could spend the energy that we have focused on appreciating what we already have there with us. So I just wanted to share that little bit here. And with that, it's time for us to do birthdays this morning. So celebrating birthdays today in the celebrity world, we have J.K. Rowling. She is the author of the Harry Potter books, among other writing. Also, who else do we have today? We have Susan Bennett. She was the original voice of Apple's Siri. She's 74 years old today. Mark Tanks. You see, Lord have mercy. Shark Tank's Mark Cuban is 65 years old today. 65. I'm curious if Mark Cuban is going to utilize. I think don't senior discounts usually start at 65 years old? I'm curious if Mark Cuban, are you going to utilize your senior discount now? That's my my question of the day. Zach Brown, country singer, 45 years old today. BJ Novak, 44 years old from The Office, and incredible actor Wesley Snipes is 61 years old today. Who knew? But happy birthday, Wesley Snipes. I hope you're set up to have an amazing day. Also, the celebrities in my life, Catherine Grider Ward Newsom has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Catherine. I hope you are set up to have an amazing day. And with that, let us get our birthday song on. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear J.K. Rowling, Susan Bennett, Shark Tank's Mark Cuban, Zach Brown, B.J. Novak, Wesley Snipes, and Catherine Grider Ward Newsom. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating today and all those that have celebrated this past week as well. Salem Thaxton, Monique Gray, Amy Lyon, Amy Sexton, lots of Amy birthdays. And we have lots of amazing birthdays coming up this next week as well. Also be looking out. I think I am going to rerun on Wednesday, a very important episode to me. on the Breakthrough Show Network because it is Dorothy O'Shea's. It would have been her birthday on Wednesday. So we're definitely going to rerun an episode of hers on that day. So be on the lookout for that. In addition, this week, we have some cool things going on. I am going to be joined on my way tomorrow night, 5:05 p.m. Eastern Time, with the fabulous Travis. Listen to me when I tell you, this man is about to walk the longest walkable road on earth. We can find out all the details when you tune in, but this is going to be an incredible episode. We're going to talk about some of the preparations, talk about his life as an entrepreneur, among other things. And we'll also be doing a special about the walk specifically coming up closer to when he's ready to go. In addition, on Wednesday morning, we have an all new episode of Declutter for Change with Heather Clark. She'll be talking about spiritual clutter. So make sure you tune in for that, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. What else do we have going on? That's pretty much it for the weekend. Don't forget, don't miss Spirit Sessions every Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Breakthrough Show Network. What else do we have going on? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, I am missing something. We want to give a big congratulations. You've seen him on the show here. William Plonge released his book, finally, No Human is Useless. You're going to be seeing him appearing on the show probably within the next couple of weeks or so. So be on the lookout for that. We're so proud of you, William. Congratulations on your release of No Human is Useless. And we can't wait to have you back on the show. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Thank you so much for being here today. And I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.